Good morning. Good morning, John. Good morning, Greg. If I could ask everyone to please take your seats, we will get started. First of all, a big thank you for being here. For those of you who don't know me, I am Sue Carney, and I have been the Director of Communications and Marketing for UMTRI for 10 years, and recently became a Senior Director at UMTRI, working with Francine and Calvin, who helped put all of this together. And so thank you very, very much, everyone, for being here. And with that, I will turn it over to Henry Liu, Director of UMTRI.
Thank you, Sue. Good morning. Welcome to the University of Michigan. My name is Henry Liu. I'm the Director of University of Michigan Transportation Research Institute and UMTRI. It's my honor to open the celebration of UMTRI's 60th anniversary and UMTRI's 10th. We are especially privileged to be joined by two university leaders whose vision and support shape our future. University of Michigan President Domenico Grasso. President Grasso. And College of Engineering Dean Karen Thole. We're also very pleased to welcome Jason Morgan, who represent Ann Arbor and surrounding communities in the Michigan House of Representatives. To thank you all for being here and for championing transportation research that turns ideas and theories into practice and real-world impact for the public good. Anniversary asks us to look backward and forward at the same time. In the Chinese culture, turning 60 marks an important milestone called jiazi, meaning a complete cycle that signify renewal as much as longevity. 60 is not a finish line, it's a new first page. This is particularly true for this year. In March, UMTRI was formally integrated into UMTRI, bringing our proving ground, simulation and data platform, and partnerships under one roof. That integration does more than reorg boxes on a chart. It makes UMTRI stronger. It aligns people and capabilities that ideas can move faster from lab to test track to street, giving Michigan a unified AI engine for transportation safety and mobility. UMTRI's history was built on work that matters outside of the lab. It was founded in 1965, 60 years ago, through $10 million gift from General Motors, Ford, and the Alliance for Automotive Innovation, who believed that a university-based institute could turn research into safer road and better mobility. We began by advancing restraint systems and occupant protection, work that culminated in 1985 when Michigan's seatbelt law was signed at Michigan SLED Lab. Our landmark anthropometry of motor vehicle occupants program established the body dimension data that served as the design basis for all sides of crash test dummies for nearly 40 years, a line of research that continues today and into the digital world. In the 1990s, our researchers developed vehicle dynamics simulation models leading to the spin-off of Mechanical Simulation Corporation, the creator of CarSim and TruckSim, whose tools were taught in college classrooms and used virtually by all OEMs to predict real-world vehicle behavior. To make safety performance transparent, UMTRI built the Michigan Traffic Crash Fact Database, turning state police-reported crash record into public, analyzable evidence. In 2012, UMTRI was selected as the test conductor for the US DOT's Safety Pilot Model Deployment in Ann Arbor, the world's first large-scale real-world field test of vehicle-to-vehicle and vehicle-to-infrastructure communications. From that foundation, Ann Arbor became a living laboratory for connected vehicles, from Safety Pilot to Ann Arbor Connected Environment, known as AACE, the Smart Intersection Project, and now AACE 2.0. In 2015, MCity opened the world's first purpose-built urban test facility for connected automated vehicles and technologies, and it's now delivering a remote accessible open source digital twin and simulation to accelerate credible evaluation thanks to the support of the National Science Foundation. We call it MCity 2.0. Most recently, our intersection near-miss analytics was recognized with a Tier 1 prize in the US DOT Intersection Safety Challenge, evidence that work continues to move from papers to practice and impact. So these achievements reflect a culture as much as a set of projects, choose problems that matter, insist on rigor, collaborated widely, and measure success by societal outcomes. They also reflect this community. So to our partners in federal, state, and local government, thank you for linking innovation to the public interest. To our industry collaborators, thank you for bringing us your hardest problems and holding us to high standards. To our faculty, staff, students, and alumni, thank you for designing, building, testing, analyzing, and iterating until the works stand on their own. To our neighbors here in Ann Arbor, thank you for embracing the living lab spirit and helping define responsible innovation looks like in the practice. So UMTRI's future is about advancing transportation safety and mobility and making real-world impact. Powered by the multidisciplinary depth that is our hallmark, our engineers, data scientists, human factor scholars, psychologists, policy experts, and bioscientists work side by side to tackle problems no single field can solve. So on autonomous vehicles, we will sharpen MCity's safety assessment framework and tools that accelerate deployment with public trust, giving policymakers a way to analyze the consequences of their impact, and developers a way to validate and verify algorithms under realistic and adversarial scenarios. We will also extend AI for transportation beyond autonomous vehicles, from intersections to work zone safety, to smart signals and transit signal priority, so communities see tangible gains in safety and efficiency. So our bioscience teams will advance computational and experimental biomechanics, integrating next-generation sensors, injury risk models, and pre-crash information with new restraint concepts to make cabins safer. Our behavioral and data scientists will refine models of attention, distraction, trust, and risk compensation to guide human-centered automation and effective policy, and fuse statewide crash record with connected vehicle and infrastructure streams into privacy-preserving causal digital twins for risk estimation. To make this progress reproducible and shareable, we are planning an AI-ready testbed built upon MCT 2.0 with National Science Foundation support, anchored by an open source digital twin, standardized scenarios and metrics, and transportation data pathways, so mobility innovation can be translated into safer and more efficient streets. So today's program is designed to be inspiring as well as celebratory. We began with welcomes and remarks from Dean Thole and President Grasso, for a timely reflection how a great public university stewards research for societal impact. We then turn to our founders' conversation on university-industry collaboration, exploring how partnership convert hard problems into deployable solutions. Later this evening, this morning, we will take up a question at the heart of public trust. How safe is safe enough for automated driving? And hear perspectives from researchers, policy leaders, independent evaluators, consumer voices, and the cities navigating deployment on the ground. This afternoon, we will widen the lenses to AI for transportation, connecting methods to systems you can touch, from connected vehicle deployment, roadside deep perception, to scenario-based assessment, edge cloud analytics that make advanced evaluation available to partners beyond Ann Arbor. We will also highlight UMTRI's research frontiers, from simulation modeling, human behavior, injury biomechanics, and close the day with a conversation among directors of leading transportation research institutes around the country about what next decade will demand from all of us. As UMTRI turns 60 and MCT 10, we committed to rigorous science, real-world impact, and public good. 60 years complete a cycle. Today, we open the next with purpose and urgency. Thank you for what you have built together with UMTRI and MCT, and for what we will build together next. So now it's my distinguished pleasure to welcome Dean Karen Thole to help set the tone for next cycle of discovery and impact. Dean Thole.
What an incredible day. What an incredible group. I want to start off, first of all, by thanking Henry for that introduction and thanking Henry and the entire UMTRI and MCity teams for putting on this event. This is a really exciting milestone and yet just the beginning of our discussions. So I'm so glad you're here to participate with us in this celebration. It's really my honor to join you in celebrating not just one, but two anniversaries, milestones, the 60th anniversary of UMTRI, and now I understand the significance of the number 60, and the 10th anniversary of the MCity Test Facility, which we are so proud to call as a part of UMTRI. Looking around this room, I see students and faculty members, research scientists, industry and academic partners, and public officials. And I also want to give a big thanks to our public officials because they are working very hard these days in the state of Michigan. We're happy to have you here. Maybe sleep deprived, but we are very happy to have you here. So I want to say thank you to all of you for the hard work. I join Henry in thanking you. To our researchers and our students, you're the dreamers and the doers who have carried forward this mission for decades, really moving the science and engineering and technology into practice, transitioning this into real things that actually impact our lives and make the world a better place. To our partners in industry and government, you've shown that collaboration is the only way to solve complex challenges. And this is more important than ever for universities in particular. We are hungry to work with industry and government in solving these complex problems. And we are putting a particular focus on really understanding what these complex issues are and how we can have an impact. And to all of the supporters, your belief in what we're building together has fueled discoveries far beyond Ann Arbor. When UMTRI opened its doors in 1965, we were really at a crisis in America. Fatalities were climbing and something really had to change. From those early days, UMTRI was called upon to set out study transportation to save lives. And it has. Over the decades, UMTRI's research has helped reduce roadway deaths by an estimated 35% per capita. That's an amazing impact, and it's important to me as well as a driver. Millions of people's lives have been made safer thanks to the discoveries made here, from better crash test dummies and child safety seats to advances in vehicle dynamics, driver behavior, and crash analysis, to amassing the world's largest connected vehicle data set. Ann Arbor is the living lab for the future of mobility. As a premier transportation research institute with the majority of its funding coming from the federal government, UMTRI has local, state, and national reach. This enables the institute to take on local challenges in mobility while producing solutions that ripple outward from Ann Arbor, shaping national policy, global industry standards, and safer roads across the world. We all know we're standing at the edge of a transportation revolution. And, I think all of us are sort of watching what happens. We're somewhat frightened but excited by this onset that we're experiencing through AI. AI and autonomy and connected systems, these are not abstract ideas anymore. They're happening. They're here, and they're changing the world in how people move and how goods move across the cities and the states and our world. At Michigan Engineering, we're fully committed to transportation and mobility research. That's why I'm so excited about the day ahead. After all, we live in the state of Michigan. We have to be the leaders and the best in this. We'll have discussions about university-industry collaborations, AI, and where transportation research is heading next, as Henry already mentioned. These are not just technical discussions. They are conversations about the kind of world we want to build together. And importantly, they are opportunities for us to learn more from each other, spark new ideas, and build or strengthen the partnerships that will inform our next breakthrough. And those partnerships, again, I want to emphasize, are so important to us at the University of Michigan. I want to congratulate UMTRI on 6 decades of leadership, and I look forward to the discoveries that are yet to come in the next 6 decades. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce someone who knows what it means to lead in times of transformation, the University of Michigan's president, Dr. Domenico Grasso. Dr. Grasso, okay, just let me get through that. We will clap often for him, but Dr. Grasso was appointed president by the Board of Regents this past May, and we are grateful for his willingness to lead the institution at this time. Over the past 7 years, he has served as an executive officer of the university and as the chancellor of the University of Michigan, Dearborn. He is also one of us, a Michigan engineering alum who earned his doctorate in environmental engineering in 1987. Along the way, he has been a leader at the universities of Delaware, Vermont, and Connecticut, as well as Smith College. And more important than his title as president of the University of Michigan, he holds the title as a tenured professor in civil and environmental engineering at the University of Michigan, in our college. We're very happy to have him. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to President Grasso.
Thank you, Karen, very, very much. And I've often said that the best title at a university is that of a full professor. So I think for those who have that title, that is by far the best title. So I want to offer good morning to everyone here, and thank you, Henry and Karen, for that kind introduction, and more importantly, for your leadership in today's meaningful conversations. It's a pleasure to be with so many people who are advancing the future of transportation and shaping how our society moves forward, literally and figuratively. But first, let's look backward for a moment. It was more than 100 years ago when a junior professor here named Walter Fishley offered a new class to Michigan students. Professor Fishley was an alumnus who had lettered in track and was previously working at the Packard Motor Car Company. he called his 3-hour course Gasoline Automobiles, and 37 students enrolled. They may not have realized it, but those students were launching the University of Michigan's pursuit of understanding and developing automotive transportation. This quest would grow into a century-long partnership between our university and one of the most transformative industries in human history. Professor Fishley knew they were breaking new ground. 2 years after offering his class in 1915, he spoke to the Society of Automobile Engineers. By now, U of M was offering 6 courses in specialized automotive work, from theory and design to hands-on laboratory testing, all rooted in science. Listen to his words. "We believe that the automobile engineer of the future must be as well-trained and as broad as the civil engineer, the electrical engineer, and the engineer in any other branch of mechanical engineering." He added, quote, "We are pioneers in this work," end quote. Literally, he was saying we were leaders and best. Yesterday's faculty and students would be very impressed by what is being celebrated today. More importantly, they would be fascinated by the issues explored for tomorrow. For 60 years, the U of M Transportation Research Institute has been a global leader, helping to amplify Michigan's legacy in the fields of transportation and mobility. As a university, we are deeply committed to making an impact on society. Working for the public good is not just part of what we do. Instead, it is written into our institutional DNA. For decades, the automobile industry, drivers, passengers, pedestrians, they've all looked to Michigan and UMTRI for safer vehicles and more effective modes of mobility. From crash test dummies and child seat safety to traffic modeling and M-City, your organization has served the transportation world with research, innovation, and leadership. Today's agenda reflects a deep and ongoing engagement with the matters affecting transportation safety and mobility. Autonomous vehicles and artificial intelligence present us with both solutions and challenges. And what better place to explore them than with the people and experts gathered in this room? Leaders focus on the future, which is why society looks to Michigan for answers. UMTRI consistently delivers. We have the most exciting proving ground in a state known for its proving grounds. We firmly believe in public-private partnerships because everyone benefits when we collaborate. We provide our students with life-changing education and real-world opportunities that prepare them to help transform the mobility and safety industries they are entering. And our faculty are constant, reliable sources of expertise and innovation. This is a challenging time for higher education. Universities like ours face skeptics and cynics. Yet we have a powerful story to tell, and UMTRI is one of the most compelling chapters. The work done here is the most unmistakable evidence of the University of Michigan's impact on society and our unwavering commitment to public service. It is my honor to be part of your 60th anniversary event. Congratulations on 6 decades of discovery, innovation, and leadership. And thank you for setting a foundation of leadership and excellence to support the next 60 years and beyond of transformative work in mobility and transportation. Thank you, and forever go blue.